Hi you guys, and welcome back to another cook and clean with me video. Tonight on the menu I'm going to make some Italian cuisine. However, tonight's meal will not include any pasta whatsoever. I'm going to make some baked Italian meatballs in the oven, and then I'm also going to make some polenta, which is really just some coarse cornmeal, which is going to be exquisite. A little FYI, I am not Italian, I'm actually Cuban, so if you'd like to see some Cuban recipes, then comment down below or give this video a like, because I would be more than happy to make some Cuban recipes for you. So if you'd like to see how to create this delicious meal at the comfort of your home, then just keep watching. Bye guys. Alright you guys, so the ingredients you're going to need to make this dish are some Italian breadcrumbs, but I had none, so I just substituted them with some panko breadcrumbs. You're also going to need some Italian seasoning, some marinara sauce of your choice. You're going to need an egg. I have here 2 eggs because I thought I was going to use 2, but I didn't. I just needed 1. And then I also have some ground meat. I have about 2 pounds in here. And then for the polenta, you're going to need the coarse yellow cornmeal, some cheese, and some butter. So before I get started on cooking, I always have a habit of cleaning the stovetop with just a multi-surface cleaner. I like to make sure that I remove any gunk that was left from breakfast or lunch, just to avoid any scrubbing of stuck on food later on. And by the way, if there's food stuck on and the heat turns on, it just starts smelling burnt. In a pot, you're going to bring some water to a boil. I just follow the directions on the back of the cornmeal packaging. The ratio of water all depends on how much cornmeal you use, so make sure to look at the package label to determine that. So while I wait for the water to boil, I'm going to get started on seasoning my meat. I used about 2 pounds of meat, and in there I'm going to add some Italian seasoning, 1 egg, about a cup of marinara sauce, and about a cup of Italian breadcrumbs, but in my case I use panko breadcrumbs. The marinara sauce is what's going to make your meatballs taste moist, and then the breadcrumbs is what's going to bind it all together. I'm going to mix it all up until everything is well combined. And these meatballs are low in salt just because there's so much flavor with the rest of the ingredients, but if you prefer a little bit more salt in yours, then now would be the time to add that. By this time the water has been boiled, and little by little I'm going to start pouring in the cornmeal and whisking that into the water. By whisking it is going to avoid any clumps. You also want to make sure that you stir this occasionally to avoid any bubbling while this cooks. At this time you can also add some salt if you prefer your polenta a little bit saltier. I'm going to let that cook as the directions instruct, and now for the fun part, I'm going to start rolling my meat into some balls. I'm also going to be placing it in a baking sheet wrapped in foil paper. If you've seen my previous cooking videos, you know I love this trick because it cuts down my cleaning time afterwards. After I finish eating, the least thing I want to do is clean. So this is definitely one of those kitchen hacks that I love to use. I'm going to pop these into the oven at 350 degrees, and I wait till they're like almost fully cooked. I want to say this takes anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes. I don't wait till they're fully cooked just because I need to pop them back into the oven in just a little bit. You know they're about ready when the fat has seeped through them. I don't like to wait around doing nothing while my food is cooking, so I'm going to get started on putting the dishes away. I'm a working mom and I started cooking as soon as I got home, so I don't have any time during the day to put the dishes away. This is usually the time that I do it, when I get home from work and I'm cooking dinner. I always like to put the dishes away because it gives me less to do after I'm done eating. Like I said, after dinner, the least thing I want to do is clean, so I try to tackle as much as I can ahead of time. I'm also going to put away everything I'm not using just to clear up the countertops. By this time the polenta has cooked through, and I'm going to add the butter. Again, the amount of butter all depends on the amount of cornmeal that you used, and I like mine to be on the thicker side, so I cooked it just a little bit more so the water can get fully absorbed. But if you like it on the runnier side, if you try cooking it with chicken broth, it does not get this pasty. I've cooked it before with chicken broth instead of water, and it definitely comes out with a more liquid consistency. I also added some shredded cheese for extra flavor, and let me tell you guys, this tastes so good. My meatballs are ready, so I'm going to take them out of the oven. As you can see, the fat has already seeped through them. That's how I know that they're ready. And I'm going to pour some marinara sauce on top of them along with some shredded cheese. These are going to go back into the oven for about 10 minutes or until the cheese has melted. Now the food is all done, I will go ahead and prepare a plate. I'm adding some shredded parm on top of the polenta for added flavor. And I'm also going to pair this meal with some mixed greens. I did eat the greens with some vinaigrette, but totally forgot to add that into the clip. And there you have it, some simple Italian meatballs with polenta that was sure to be a hit with your family. So after dinner, I did make some coffee. It was a Friday night, so I didn't have to worry about waking up early the next day for work. But tonight was just one of those nights that my energy was drained and I needed an extra boost to clean up afterwards. And now for the cleaning part of this video, I'm going to stop talking and play some fun music in the background so you guys can enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? Will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy. But we should take it slow, work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close, I don't wanna get hurt, 'cause I'm not ready to give you my heart yet. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? Will you let me down? Before I'm too invested, you should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down? Yeah. La 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 la. Before I'm too invested,